Hello everyone, welcome to Dynex Entertainment. This is one of our first videos on the channel and personally my first video ever as well. So I appreciate constructive criticism and welcome tips and ideas for future videos in the comments. To get this video going, we're just going to keep it simple and do a quick review of some of the Xbox X controllers. We're going to be going over the 20th anniversary edition controllers along with a third-party Duke controller for the Xbox Series X. First up on the list, we have the Xbox 20th Anniversary controller. It's really just an ordinary Xbox controller with a custom clear case. Nothing too special about this controller, feels pretty much the same as the standard controller. One thing I like about this controller is the color scheme. Green and black have always been my favorite colors, which is sadly my biggest reason for being an Xbox fan. But overall, this is a pretty average controller, so I'd have to give it a 7 out of 10. Next up, we have the tennis ball controller, or the highlighter green controller. Again, this is just an ordinary controller, nothing too special other than the color. As you can see, it's neon green on the front and has a white covered back. The only major difference between this controller and the standard controller would be the texture. It's somewhat rougher to the touch and resembles a shell. The best way I can describe it is that it feels like a Skittle, but I'm pretty sure that texture is standard for all the custom Xbox controllers. Lastly, we have the Xbox Duke controller, which has been updated to suit the needs of the next-gen console. Its most obvious feature is the center display or the home button. It's 100% functional and works as intended. I enjoy the size of the controller mainly because I have large hands and find it really comfortable and nostalgic. Though it's a great controller, I do have a couple of issues with it. The home button on the controller does not turn into static display, and what I mean is that every time you press the button, it does the animation over. In my opinion, it isn't very practical, and I would like to have seen this become a static display when you're gaming. Another issue I have with it, I don't know if this was inherited from the original Duke, but it's awfully noisy for a modern controller. What I mean is that you can hear the button shake every time the controller vibrates or you're just moving the controller around. It almost sounds like something is rattling around inside, but it's just the buttons hitting the wall of the controller. Speaking of vibrations, the Duke has one of the strongest vibrations I've felt in a controller. I find it very welcoming and needed and would like to see stronger vibrations in future standard Xbox controllers as well. The Duke also comes with a display stand. It requires assembly, but it's pretty self-explanatory and easy. And with that, we've reached the end of the video. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and please let us know your thoughts and ways we can improve in. This video was mainly used to take our first steps into YouTube, so if you guys have any idea of what content you'd like to see or what type of videos you'd be interested in, please let us know. Again, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for future content.